Your conservative prediction for BTC this cycle. And can my wife finally retire from her job? Okay. First off, right? You know how people win the lottery and they end up becoming poor, right? Let's pretend for a second, right? I gave you a coin that you can buy, and then tomorrow it made you $2 million. Most of you would quit your job and just go, okay, great. The problem with that is, right? The problem with that is that your lifestyle, no matter where it is, will slowly creep up and grow, and you will not be able to sustain it because with that $2 million, because what will happen is you're going to spend that down. You need to understand, no matter how much money you've got, you have to reinvest it. You have to invest in some sort of work, you have to do something. You have to provide some sort of effort, some sort of work, no matter what, no matter how rich you get. And if you don't, you'll become poor. They might not be right away. Mind you, you might say, well, Davinci, I'm not going to go and buy a whole bunch of stuff and this and that. And and some of you probably not right away. But eventually, over time, if you sat on your ass, right, and did absolutely nothing, right, or if you did something even stupid, like, hey, I need to earn some income off of all this money. I think I know what I'll do. I'll just put it into someplace where they're going to earn me some interest, right? Whether you do it with bonds, right, or through the traditional market, right, or you do it through a corporation that's, business that's doing it, and they're doing it through stocks, you're going to eventually lose. That's just the way it works, because you're not in control of what happens. So, right? And you're like, well, okay, that's fine. I'm not in control of what happens. And when I give them the money, I could end up losing it all, right? They could all end up taking it all, and they could also end up, doing very well. But here's the thing, right? When you take with bonds, that's just dumb, right? And you know why? Inflation and all that stuff. With businesses that earn money through investing, they have to take a large percentage fees, right? And then there's a risk that you are going to bear. And so this is why it's better if you improve yourself, build your own business, and become successful and increase your wealth yourself, right? And do that with the money, right? First, focus on yourself, focus on improving yourself, focus on getting better, working harder, right? And so that your wealth constantly increases over time, whether it's basically your personal wealth, right? So that you, no matter what, let's just say if something happens and you lose all that money, because you spent the time building yourself up, you end up becoming wealthy in a sense that, hey, you know what? I can start over. I can rebuild faster, better, and get all this money back. That's the key. So I hope you learned something. And I know you want to retire your wife, because it sucks to have a wife working. But just keep in mind, right, that you have to, as a man, work hard and produce wealth constantly, so your wife doesn't have to, right? So that's my my take. Okay, I hope you learned something like that from this little piece of diatribe. And see you guys tomorrow.